You've been running around, throwing that dirt all on my name. Cause you knew that I'd call you up. You've been going around.
Hey guys, it's me Valeria, and thank you so much for tuning in to my new video today. Today I am planning to do a little get ready with me, more like a chit chat get ready with me video, because today I kind of felt like doing my makeup more than I normally do on a daily basis, and I decided to film. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoy, and let's get on with the video. Out of my whole makeup routine, I guess I would definitely start out with the base, and my favorite base right now is the Becca First Light Priming Filter, and it's basically just a primer. It looks like this, it's just purple, and I basically put it all over my face, and it's a really good product. I have really oily skin with like dry patches, and this is the best primer I have used to kind of even that out everywhere. Just gonna put this all over my face. So then after the priming filter, I go into another priming filter by Becca, and it's basically the Backlight priming filter, and I just kind of use this on the spots where I highlight. It gives you like a really glowy complexion, and you could also use this as like for a full face primer, but since I really am satisfied with the purple primer that I just put on, the First Light primer, I normally just do this where I highlight to give it that slight glow. And after, I go in with my foundation. Lately I've been tanning a lot, so I don't know if you've seen my favorites video. I mentioned the Lancome like 24-hour foundation. I still like to use that, but lately I've been resorting to this Clinique foundation. It's the Acne Solutions liquid makeup, and since I'm getting tanner, I've been using a tanner color. It's in Fresh Ivory, which is a 02. And then what I like to do for my foundation is I apply it with this Sephora Pro Featherweight Complexion brush in 90. Yeah. Is it 90? Yeah, 90. And it's just this really fluffy brush. And I use that to put my foundation all over my face, and then I use my beauty blender and I blend that out. I just put a little dots of foundation like that. And a little goes a long way. Normally I wouldn't say I have the best skin, but there's some patches here and there which aren't like the greatest, or they have like acne scars, or I have acne, so I like to conserve the other spots that aren't as acne prone a little lighter than the ones that are. So what I do is I just take my beauty blender, and it's not really damp at all. I just kind of use the dry sponge, but I just kind of put it under my eyes. But I normally don't use concealer, cause and if I do, it's the Tarte one. I can't even remember what it's called, but it's a new one they came out with that everyone's raving, and I normally just use that under my eyes and like where I want to highlight. And then the remaining of the foundation that I have on my beauty blender, I just kind of blend it all onto my eyelid to serve like as a base for eyeshadows, or just to conceal the veins I have. So then after my under eyes are blended out, let me check. The only accessible mirror I have is on my naked palette. I take my Sephora brush and I just kind of dip it into the foundation, and I just kind of just spread it all over my face, I guess. I blend it out. I blend it out with the brush, and sometimes if I still feel like the like my creases, like, I don't even know, but like, you know how like the skin under your eye kind of creases your foundation, or like your laugh lines or whatever, I go in with my brush and I just kind of smooth it out like slowly, so it gets rid of all that creasing in the foundation. I normally bring it down my neck, because that's something you always want to do, because you never want your foundation to be a different color than your neck. take the remaining foundation I have on my hand, because I barely have any, and I just kind of press it onto the sides of my nose. Okay, so I just kind of dab it onto the brush, and I just kind of, just the tiniest amount, and I go over my upper lip area to blend that out. And I just kind of stipple it all over my forehead, and then I go in and I blend it with my beauty blender, because it's a lot easier to blend on my forehead with a beauty blender than it is with this brush for some reason. So then what I'm going to do next is I set my face. I take my Sephora Pro Flawless Airbrush in 56, and it just looks like this, and it's really fluffy as well. It's probably the same consistency as my foundation brush, but I just take the tiniest bit, and I kind of do this. I take the tiniest bit and I put it under my eyes. I just brush the remaining of powder that I have on my brush on my eyelid, and I just kind of brush it away, really. Just kind of brush it away. I know my nose and my chin gets really oily, basically my T-zone, but my forehead doesn't get as oily as it used to. We're gonna do eyes first and then go back into the face later, so let my foundation set. I take this MAC single eyeshadow in Kid, and dude, I got this years ago and I still haven't hit pan. So then I take my MAC 217 brush, again, one of my first makeup brushes, and then I just kind of work this into the crease. And what I like about this shadow is that it's really subtle and really kind of like the perfect crease color. Around, and I just kind of, I'm going to try something different, and I think I'm going to take one of my Naked 2 eyeshadows, and I'm just going to take the brush that comes with it, and I'm probably just going to take Busted. Yeah, is that what it's called? Busted? Well, yeah. Again, excuse how dirty this eyeshadow palette is, but I'm just going to take the Busted color. I'm just going to put it in like the outer V, kind of like the, no, more like the outer half of my eye. I just kind of brush it. And for these glittery eyeshadows, I definitely think that instead of brushing it on, you pat it on, because you get more of the product that way. But that's just from my experience. I'll just go in with the highlighter. But here I put the highlighter. And again, excuse my brows. I haven't waxed them in ages. Ever since I got my bangs, I just stopped grooming my eyebrows, because, you know, once you have bangs, you don't really have to care about your eyebrows as much. Then I just kind of highlight the tip of my nose, and then a little bit of the bridge of my nose, if you can tell. My nose. And then I go in with my beauty blender. Sometimes it looks too powdery, so I just kind of go with my beauty blender, kind of pat it down. So I'm going to take the slightest amount of highlighter and just kind of work it into my inner corner slash inner half of my lid. These two shades out. Let's see how that works. Let's see if we like it, and if we don't, well, oh well. And I'm actually going to highlight and contour. I'm going to take my Sephora brush, Pro Foundation, and it's just this kind of tapered brush. And it's, what's the number? 47. And I take the slightest bit of highlighter, and I just kind of place it on the cheekbone, but on like the other side. And I just kind of pat it on, because that way you can get more of the product with just a little bit of powder. I still think I haven't mastered contour. The first time I actually tried contouring on my face, without just messing around with makeup for an actual going out in public, is when I did High School Musical. My school's production of High School Musical since stage makeup is really dramatic, I would do contour because they required us to do contour. The Physicians Formula contouring bronzer in light bronze pearl, and I just kind of do my contour. And again, where my highlight is, I just do my contour. So you want to do that fish face. I don't normally do it sometimes, but you can do it. And I just kind of messily kind of blend the contour out because I don't want it to be super defined. I just want it to give me that like sun-kissed glow. And then after I've done a little bit of contour, it's not too dramatic, but I take a little bit of it and I go into my temples. I feel like it's very unnecessary for me to do this because I feel like the contour is so small and minimum that I wouldn't need to put it on my forehead to even it out because you can barely tell it's there. But I'm gonna just do it for the heck of it. What I use for my eyebrows is this really old and dry mascara. It's actually the Lash Stiletto. It's even rubbed off. Maybelline mascara, and it's the waterproof one that I used to use for my actual eyelashes. But it's super dry. Like, it actually looks disgusting. But this is what I use because normally for my brows I do have the dip pomade from Anastasia, and I do have the powder duo, and I do use those, but I feel like this gives me the perfect natural look and it definitely holds my eyebrows in place. I know I have thick eyebrows. Yes, I would love for them to be thicker, but I mean, I love my eyebrows anyways. So see, as you can tell, it gives me like the slightest bit of pigment, but not that much. Curl my eyelashes and I just put mascara on them. Believe it or not, this $3 mascara at one of the corner shops that you can get anywhere works better than like most high-end mascaras that I purchased in the past. And this actually makes my eyelashes so long and full, and it definitely helps keep the curl in my eyelashes. Literally rush to get my mascara and I immediately put mascara on because I'm always like paranoid that like my eyelashes won't curl or won't keep the curl. So I take this and I just kind of run it through my bottom lashes. But this is all I do for my makeup, and I don't know if my camera's gonna focus, but yeah, so then I am gonna go and get dressed, and I think I'm just gonna keep my hair like this, maybe re-straighten a couple of strands of my hair, and I think that's it. So let's get on to my hair and outfit.